Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here, or you have actually been here before but have not subscribed yet, please do so. Please do so. We're up to 6,300 subscribers, 6,325 to be exact, but I want to get that number way up there. I want to get up to 5 digits, 10,000 subscribers. I know it's doable. I know it's doable. We're just at the preseason, game 2, and it was an exciting one. The big story was, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But the Knicks, they destroyed the lowly Pacers. However, the Pacers are going to be a little more competitive than people think this season. They got some ballers on that team. But I have a feeling they're going to want to tank for Victor Wemby. So there might be some moves coming soon, which will definitely impact their ability to compete and win games. But we're here to talk about the Knicks. We're here to talk about our New York Knicks. Especially tonight when the Mets blew it against the Padres, losing 7-1. Still have hope for that, but what I saw tonight on the court in Madison Square Garden was incredibly hopeful. Incredibly hopeful. And really, the whole story was Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin, 24 points, 4 made three-pointers. Knicks won 131. 114. In fact, you know what I want to do is I want to go through a couple of these tweets that I have here. Look at this one. Obi Toppin, 24 points, 71% field goals percentage tonight in only 20 minutes. 24 points in only 20 minutes. Outstanding. And here I tweeted this out during the game after that incredible dunk. He basically it was a highlight reel. And he hit back-to-back threes. The guy was unbelievable. We're going to get to some highlights on that as well. But I'm telling you all, and you've heard it here, if you guys are regular viewers of Into the Knicks-Verse videos, you know that I'm really high on Obi Toppin. Like it says right there, Obi Toppin can be one of the top 10 power forwards in the NBA. And I think he could actually be in the top 6. I really do. I think he has that type of talent. His ability to score and impact the game comes so natural and so easy. It's so easy for him to do it, to score in bunches. He clusters them. Especially when you watch, even though Julius had an okay game, 4 of 11. He gave us 4 of 11. What did he give us? 17 points, I believe. What did Julius give? 15 points, 4 of 11, but 1 of 7 from the three-point line. But he did give us 7 rebounds and 4 assists. But he labors. And if he can't return to being the guy that he was in his all-NBA season, then the heir apparent for that position for New York is Obi Toppin. I'm telling you, this is just something that has to happen. This is why I've been calling for this all summer long. I've been calling for it since last season. We need to move on. Or Julius just needs to really embrace his role as a role player on this team. Not sure his ego can handle it, but we will come to that when it needs to come. Obviously, Julius Randle is going to be the starting power forward for the New York Knicks for this season. He will probably be the entire season. Let's just be honest about that. Thibs is the coach. However, you never know what can happen. If people can keep putting up stats like this and highlights like this, it's hard to keep them off the court. Look at that. His first three-point attempt was a disaster. Actually, Julius's first was a disaster. Clanked off the left side of the rim, had no chance of going in, and then Obi shot it. I think it totally missed everything. Then he came down, hit 2, and then he started to cook. Look at that right there. His ability I love his little deception moves that he has. His little stutters, his little hezzies, and then look, he just lets it fly. I mean, the man shot in college. He shot 40% from the three-point line. Yeah, it was a little bit. This is the one that threw her. Oh, look at that! Look at that! What happened there? What happened? Does anyone know? That's gonna be all over ESPN tonight. And the way that people looked after that play, they were stunned. in game to put that in was incredible. And, you know, shout out to IQ for getting him the ball right in spot. Shout out to all of the guards, all of the other teammates on the floor, that they know that when they get a rebound on a broken play or on a, whatever, a great defensive effort, and they get a rebound, they know, get your head up, look for Obi. Obi's out there. And look what he did. He delivered tonight. Here's another one. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. It was unbelievable. They were shouting, Obi, Obi. The thing is, you got to wonder how this impacts Julius Randle's psyche, his ego. It's a very fragile ego. He has a big one, like most people who have had big success in their life. He has a fragile ego, and it's gonna look at that. Look at that. It's gonna be interesting to see how he responds to this kind of stuff, especially if Obi carries this type of play into the regular season. It's gonna put so much pressure on Thibs and Julius, and in turn Leon as well. It's going to be interesting to see how all that shakes out. But at the moment, let's just enjoy it. Look at that. Look at that. Picture perfect. The net didn't even move. Here's another play. Here's another one. Look at that. Between the legs. Slips in. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, that was the one we just saw that before. I'm ecstatic, man. I'm ecstatic. Let's look at the stat lines here. As you can see, Julius 22 minutes, 4 of 11, 6 of 7 free throws. He did come up with 7 rebounds, 4 assists, which is nice. The 4 assists is really nice. I think it was the game high, tied with Brunson for 4 assists. So shout out to Julius for keeping the ball moving, finding the open guy, even got a steal right there, and no turnovers. In fact, there was only 1 turnover at the half for the entire Knicks team. They ended up committing 9 in the second half, but that's when once the game was out of hand, there was a lot of, chaos and stuff. They brought in a mismatch of different players. But look at that, 15 points. It's a solid game for Randle, solid. But then you look at Obi Toppin, 10 of 14 overall, 4 of 7 from the 3-point line. No free throws. No free throws because he's so fast and efficient. Like, people don't even have time. They don't even have time to foul him. He got 3 rebounds, which is still a little low. It's still low. For a power forward, we'd like to see him up there. What did Julius got? 7. If Obi had like 5 or 6 rebounds, that'd be more in line. So he got 3 tonight. But he did get a steal, and he got 2 blocks. Sweet. Plus 16, the high man on the team with McBride, but that's not that important in preseason games. 24 points as the high scorer. Let's look at another Knick from that exact draft, and that is Immanuel Quickley. In 19 minutes, even though he shot only 5 of 12 overall, hit 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, all 4 of his 3-pointers. In fact, none of the Knicks point guards missed the free throw tonight. Brunson 9 of 9, D Rose 3 of 3, and Immanuel Quickley 4 of 4. The Knicks shot 90-something% from the free throw line tonight. Let's see what it is. 96% from the free throw line. They shot 44% overall field goals and 40.5% from the 3-point line. Outstanding shooting night for this team. But the thing is, Obi did all that, but before Obi did all of that, RJ Barrett was actually the story of the first half. He did most of this damage then. His second half wasn't as strong, but it didn't need to be. He ended up with 18 points in 27 minutes, was a plus 15, 3 assists, which is nice. Still want to see that up a little more, but only 27 minutes. I think he was the most, Oh, that unit. When the second unit comes in and RJ stays on the floor, that unit is thrilling. I love it. It might be the most interesting unit to watch, the most enjoyable unit to watch. Hate to say it like that, but yeah. Even though look at the starters. Yes, Cam got his first start tonight in the preseason because Evan Fournier rested and Grimes is still out. Cam had that little tweaked ankle. Maybe that affected him or not. He had an interesting moment here and there, but ended up only 1 of 7. 0 for 2 from the 3-point line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, but 2 steals. He shows that he can still impact the game in a positive way when his shots aren't falling, which is a Tom Thibodeau-ism. Cam Reddish finishes with a plus 15, even though he only scored 2 points. We need to have Cam, hopefully the next game, and the game after that, Cam will start delivering on the promise of what his talent shows us. We haven't seen it yet. And that's something that it's concerning me. It's concerning me. Because if you see like a guy like Obi, you like he answers the bell when the bell is rung. Will Cam eventually do that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm beginning to get a little worried, but I'm not going to panic about him. I believe in Cam the same way I believed in Obi way back when he wasn't showing us much, when he showed us little flashes. And I was like, I think Obi can put something together. I think Obi could be something. He could do something. Cam has that as well. However, Cam has 4 seasons. You know, this is his 4th season. This is Obi's 3rd season. You know, Obi is a little older than Cam. He played 2 years in college, and he was a little older going into college. So that maturity. And the thing is, Obi is also humble. He's a very humble guy. And I think that helps him. Not that Cam is not humble, but Obi's humble, but he has a fire that burns deep in him. And not sure I see that in Cam. So that's what makes me a little concerned, but I'm not going to panic. Just calling it out. Calling out what I see. Just calling it out. Jalen Brunson didn't have a great shooting night, 4 of 12. He missed his only 3-point shot, but look what he did at the free throw line. 9 of 9, 17 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, plus 18. He helps that first unit just settle down. When they need a bucket, he gets it. When they need some points, he'll drive. Even if he doesn't finish, he'll get the foul. He really is a very, very solid B+ point guard. He has deficiencies on the defensive end. We saw some of it tonight, you know, and we're talking about the Pacers. But the Pacers, they started, I believe they started 3 guards, Duarte, Mathurin, and Halliburton. So there's a lot. That's a lot of size. That's a lot of size for Brunson to go up against, which could be an interesting development as the season goes on. What does Thibs do when size becomes an issue? Now we saw a play with IQ to show you how size advantage helps. Now it didn't help vertically, but it helped horizontally. There was a play where I forgot who it was, but it was on the Pacers end of the offensive side of the court. Someone tried to do a bounce pass, and I think it hit Julius, or Julius just tapped it. And I think IQ it was a double teaming, and Julius ended up with the ball, and he swung around and he just flinged the ball up the court for a fast break, but it wasn't a great pass. Somebody was totally tagging IQ as he went up the court. And he actually hit the ball first, and IQ kind of had to wrestle. But IQ's long wingspan was able to get that ball away from him. And even though by that point 3 or 4 other players caught up to them, he was able to swing around and hit that nice floater in the paint for the bucket. So it ended up turning into a positive play. But it all came out of IQ's tenacity, his physical attributes, and his basketball smarts. Something that we're seeing a lot of. I already basically made the claim that I believe that IQ will level up this season, and he's going to make this discussion very difficult about how to keep him off the court. When he cuts on the court, the team just turns around. Even though he ended up with just a +6 here, as you can see, while he was on the court, the team just looked much, much better. There was a little bit of a lag in that second quarter, however, but later on when he came into the game, he really did impact it. Deuce McBride, 21 minutes, 2 of 7, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. So his only shots he made were from the 3-point line. He did blow a lot of shots early on. He would beat his guy, get to the hoop, and then didn't finish. It happened a lot. I mean, right there, you can see it happened 4 different times. But he ended up with 3 assists. His defense, though, look at that, 2 blocks. 2 blocks for the shortest guy in the court. and 1 turn. He did commit 1 turnover and 3 personal fouls, but a plus 16 overall. Just very happy with the team up and down. Hartenstein did not have such a great game tonight, but still gave us the 6 boards, picked up an assist. But Mitch Robinson, man, in that first quarter and third quarter, he only played 19 minutes, 4 of 5, hit his 2 free throws, 5 rebounds. 9 rebounds. What am I talking about? 5 defensive rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds. Even picked up a nice steal, plus 9, 10 points. And what a solid, look at that solid stat line. Even Jericho Sims got his first action in the preseason. Made his 2 buckets there, 13 minutes. You can see his active hands, his physicality is just something that's very difficult for opposing centers to deal with or power forwards to deal with. Ended up with a plus 10. I mean, what else is there to talk about? The team overall just shot tremendously. Let's go to some more tweets and stats. So here, Immanuel Quickley, 19 minutes, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a plus 6 light work. I love this moment. Thanks, Mo, for tweeting this out. Shout out to Tag at IQ for 3 for that tweet. Mo, yes, this was the response after the Obi dunk. Fantastic. That IQ was just like, what? Everybody. They were almost like stunned in the Garden, it seemed like. Here we go, the team stats. The Pacers, they were around 43% from the three-point line at the half. They finished 39.4%. They just didn't get enough of them up there. The Knicks shot 42 three-pointers, 17 of 42 for 40.5%. That is fantastic. You do that, you're going to win. You're going to win every night. That's just the way it is. Overall, 44 points. I mean, this team scored 131 points. Awesome. Look at it. A lot of assists tonight from both sides. Total of 51 assists, 25 for the Knicks, 26 for the Pacers. The Knicks with the 9 steals, the 9 sweet steals. The Pacers, ironically, had more blocks than we did, 10 blocks to 5 for us. But the turnovers, look at that, 19 to 10. 32 points the Knicks picked up off of the Pacers turnovers. They had a plus 15 in that category right there. Fast break points, 15 to 17. Points in the paint, 52 to 50. The fouls are pretty much even. The Knicks' biggest lead was 25 at one point in the night. Ian Begley can't end a stream or a video without an Ian Begley tweet. OB chance at Madison Square Garden as Obi Toppin hits 3-pointers on back-to-back Knicks possessions. Toppin has 24 points on 10 of 14 shooting against Indiana. It's been a big night for both Toppin and Immanuel Quickley, who has 17 points and 3 assists off the bench. They looked a little shaky in the when they first came in, and that's in that first half, these two guys. But did they turn it around? Exciting. I am so excited for the future of the Knicks because of our young players. And I'll tell you, Jalen Brunson addition, a very, very good, solid addition to this team. Very happy in overall. And this was my tweet here. Look at this. The post-game interview, Obi he wouldn't let RJ go. Kept him there because Obi is humble. Obi's a humble guy. This is the very near future of basketball success, Knicks Nation. Enjoy the climb, brothers and sisters. Let's go. There you have it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this. This was an exciting game to watch, and it helped a teeny tiny bit to, soften the blow of what happened with the Mets tonight. I really want to see a Subway Series. Would love to see one of those again. Saw one in my lifetime. I would love to see another one. Love to see another one even next year, and another one after that. Let's see what can happen. But as far as the Knicks are concerned, this is making me feel a lot better. And I really did see Thibs trying to figure out some new alignments, mixing and matching the players from the bench and the starters. I saw his desire to do that. He rested Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier looked great on the bench. He looked like he didn't want to even rest. There was even at one point, there was a highlight. I can't remember what the highlight was. And they cut to the bench and Evans just rubbing his scalp like in total amazement and wonderment, like, how did that happen? Oh, man. I mean, if that guy shoots 40% from the three-point line and we use him for 18 to 20 minutes a game, limit his defensive deficiencies, this could be a very interesting team. Like I said before, I do believe 44 wins is possible. But if the young guys start leveling up like they are, if they can carry this through into the regular season, ain't nobody gonna want to play the Knicks. That's right. All right, let's go. All right, thank you guys for watching this. Again, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you are alerted when I drop a video. And hit that thumbs up button for me. Very much appreciate that. And definitely drop your comments. I want to hear your feelings. I may have overlooked some things. I would like to hear what you guys think about it. Helps me tremendously. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this, and I will see you around.